How you been? No! To be honest with you.
This evening, I said, oh my goodness.
I told you that guy's funny, didn't I?
Funny wasn't the word for it, and this was 2 years ago, this one video I was watching. I lost it. Kevin Myers, how are you doing tonight?
I haven't seen him in a long time. To the top, Willie Make It. 10 Miles to the Outhouse by Willie Make It. Written by Betty Won't. Oh, hi, Mrs. Z.
Getting all my tools in place here.
Yeah, smash 'em up, Cowboys. I made it back just in time, huh?
Get up here. I'm doing real good, real good. I can't complain.
That sounds like a personal problem.
I'm alive, and...
Another personal problem. Don't lay all your problems on us, bro.
Okay. I can do that too. I got a list of them for you.
No! You're listening to Fluffy tonight. I don't want to hear it, man.
Oh.
I'll be in trouble.
I love the green also. That's why I chose this one over 17. But I do have 17. Alright. Get out of here. Let the helper do his thing.
Yay! Capital gains rolling in the near future.
Get rid of this grass. Yep, I got cows. 6 of them to be exact. Okay. That's good.
May as well start working it myself now, save myself a penny or two. Yay, a penny! Yay! A penny saved is a penny earned.
And on the other side...
Oh, in that case, I would have saved every penny. I earned all of them. Nobody gave me anything, man. Let's talk about dumb statements. But I used to have common sense, but the guy sold candy down the street, and I sold it for some.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it very much.
I got 2 Swedish fish and a Twizzler for my common sense. I'd like to pay attention, but I just can't afford it.
Wow. All those one-liners come down the pike so quick. Alright, let's quit running around in circles here and get these cows up to snuff here.
Do cows do snuff?
Actually, they do grass.
What a bunch of heifers.
Oh man, I wish I could get this phlegm out of my throat.
That would be nice. myself a cup of coffee is what I wish. But I
I did
didn't,
make one.
and everyone knows my wife ain't gonna get me one. Not in this lifetime.
Okay, where's the other truck? Give the pig some water real quick.
I'm not even gonna
Oink,
say anything
oink.
to that, man. I gotta just let that one go, or I'll get in trouble.
Actually, that's the sheep. Bah!
The American public. There was no fraud, bah, bah. No, not at all, bah. Joe Biden, who couldn't get 3,000 people online to show up for his rallies and 150 people to show up at his rallies, all of a sudden got 80 million votes. Bah, bah. Yeah, right.
Wow.
That's the truth. By
I
the way,
believe
if
it.
you don't believe me, go back and look at his rally numbers and see how many people watched his rallies. It's about 3,000.
Right?
But he got 80 million votes. Well, they didn't show up because of the COVID thing. Yeah, they didn't show up online because of the COVID thing. Yeah, exactly right. Okay. Yeehaw.
Ronnie, how are you doing on this
I
fine
might fill
evening?
up before I get up there. I doubt it, but I might. Ba, 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 ba,
If
ba.
you're wondering who's on with me, I have all bad in the party.
It's the guy picking up the commie wheat for the CCP.
Mmm.
I'm secretly getting funneled by the CCP to pick up this harvest. Secretly.
Do I have water in there or not? Yeah, I got water.
If you're offended, don't worry. Come back. I got more.
Well, it might help if I load this watering tank back up again. I got 2 more animals to get, and then I'll have my animals.
Nice.
I have to have the chicken specially ordered. I have to pay a shipping fee for them.
You have to
Which
pay
bites.
shipping fees in 17 too. Unless you go pick them up yourself.
Well, I picked all my animals up, but the only thing I can't pick up chickens. They don't give you that option.
By the time you get done with gas and everything else, picking the animals up and paying for the equipment, it's almost not worth it. You're almost better off still just having them shipped. If you're wondering what I'm doing, this harvester will make this turn down here, then stop if I don't control it by hand. Don't ask why it won't go fully up the field, but it won't. I don't know.
Get some more water down here to these cows. And what's really funny is, you can give the chickens food, but you can't give them water. What's up with that?
I don't know.
Because in real life, if you don't give your chickens
can
water,
get all of
they'll
it.
die.
Yeah, I'm gonna just miss getting all. Well, maybe I can.
Oh,
That'll save me some
went
time
right
running back
around
down
there.
if I can do that.
Ring around the cow pen. They're already spitting that silage out. Well, guess what? I didn't put no silage in the feed bin. It's going back in the feed bin. Ooh.
Yay, almost one field down.
Nope, that's not the one. Where was I took at?
But that field went so fast with my new harvester. When I jumped on, I had to,
Alright, let's take a look at these cows real quick.
I had to fast forward time.
I know I need straw.
Just took a few minutes. That field went fast, man.
Grass and straw. Now what's up with that? Straw pellets.
Bum 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 bum. Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. I need a Cadillac and a new machine. And send my wife to Arizona, Sandman. Good thing my wife is sleeping when I do this streaming, man. I'd be in lots of trouble.
Might get a frying pan up the side of your head.
More than once.
Ouch.
On multiple occasions, as prescribed and needed.
Wow. So she has the disciplinary actions on you, huh?
That's called marriage, isn't it?
Yep.
26 years together.
That's
I know I have to sleep. I know. What's the next field? Come on, man. All right, growing. Field 25. I think that's soy. Yes, it's soy. Well, I've got a few hours to pay off $300,000.
See, how much hay do I need?
Hey!
No,
that's a little too much,
hay.
right? That's a little
grass.
too much hay. Hey!
No, I don't want hay. I want grass, by mistake.
Ass, gas, or grass. Nobody rides for free. Remember them? Remember that saying?
Yeah. 21,000, and I'm grabbing the wrong product. I already got the hay.
It's a happens, it happens. Kind of day and night.
Good night, Marnie. Have a good one.
That's a good way to get fire. I just wrap my head around a pole.
Eh.
I check my prices.
Oh, I'm gonna
I
be
need to dump it out
online
and
here
pick it
for a
up.
little bit.
I cannot sell wheat. I cannot sell barley.
Why not?
I don't have anything else. Prices aren't right.
Oh,
Being cheap,
is that
like
what
my
that is?
wife. Like, oh no, I'm definitely gonna get in trouble.
Cruising for a bruising?
Oh my gosh. Why this woman married me, I have no idea. Still can't figure that out.
You must have been a
26
stud
years
muffin.
later, still perplexed. Oh darn, I went too far. Bum, 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 bum.
Let's get these chickens. I got the pallets all ready to put in place.
I'm wondering if I shouldn't sell my, nah, I can always do a mission if I have to. Forget it. I'm gonna wait.
Just to let you know, I'm lacking 9 to reach the 100 mark.
Wait a minute, say what?
I'm lacking 9 to reach the 100 mark.
Nice.
Let's see. Start building.
Still dark, so I don't feel like working any fields, doing any missions in the dark. Although, considering my financial situation, maybe I ought to not be so fussy. But I'm gonna be.
And why? Because you can.
Exactly. The roof, the roof, the roof is on fire. Someone call it a fire department, I certainly give a damn.
I don't want my roof on fire because that's the roof over my head.
That's what I was just thinking. I think this is going to be able to come back up again. We'll just leave it right there. Either way, I'll be in good shape. Whether it can or can't is irrelevant. Fast forward time. Let the sun come up a little bit, then I'll go see if I can
That's the
harvest some
horse pen
fields.
there. Come on. On down. There it is. That's what I was looking for. Mine's saying it now. The internet connection quality is not sufficient.
Yeah,
And
it'll say that a lot. It's often not right, but then again, sometimes it not only kicks you off the internet, then kicks you right off your game too.
yeah, no. Mouse, how you doing on this fine morning? Oh, maximum capacity? Really? I don't think so. I need to buy the chickens first before I can give them any food. Duh. How many does this chicken pen hold?
Imagine having all your equipment standing out there and all lined up, and you're waiting for your harvest to come forward.
I
You know,
know
your
the feeling,
harvester
Mouse.
already
I
there, and
really know the feeling on that one.
I don't think anybody would do that. You stand there an awful long time. 6 days goes by, still not ready. Still not ready.
Large chicken coop. 500. Okay. That's what I wanted to see. Animal dialogue. Open. One, two.
Man, when's this field gonna pop? Let's get on with this here, buddy. Let's go. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Keep these
There,
fields
now we got
rolling.
chickens. Oh, we need to put a couple roosters in here. Come to think about it. I think I bought some
Rolling,
roosters.
rolling, rolling. Keep these fields rolling.
Yeah,
Rolling, rolling, rolling. Chicken pot
10 roosters.
pie.
I got 10 roosters. I won't need any roosters for a while. Cool.
What the hell is this thing doing? What the hell was that?
Probably not enough food for them. Oh, wow. I got enough food. Cool.
Alright, let's go here. No, I do not need to plow. Nice.
I think I took a nap. I fell asleep right around 8 o'clock this evening. 11:30 I woke up. I said, uh-oh.
Oh, that's nice, man.
It's a nap. Called what you call a nap.
Old man nap. I
Yeah.
take them all the time too, man.
Alright.
Well, it's 14,500 pounds. That means 7,250. That means anything over 6,800. I really shouldn't let it run. Should catch it down at the bottom. But it does not look like I'm even gonna come close to that number. So no worries.
Hakuna Matata. If you don't know what that means you need to watch Lion King.
Lion King. That new brand of cigarettes.
Oh, lordy. Only you.
Only you can think of Lion King. Only you would think there's cigarettes ding-a-ling. Only you.
Wow. Oh, slow down, Nelly. We ain't even on a horse here. We need to get this pilot place. There's one pallet. Get the spare pallet and get it down there.
Man, this is all going so much faster with my new harvester.
I gotta change the tires on this front loader. They don't travel too well across fields and so forth. Of course, I shouldn't be driving across any fields. Alright, set this pallet here. Oh, really? Drop it.
Really now? Really? Really? Who was that used to talk like that? The old, think way back in the 50s. Oh, really now? Really?
Oh,
The lady,
I
remember?
know who you're talking about. And what was even funnier, one ringy-dingy, two ringy-dingy.
That was
Not,
Count Dracula. Count Dracula. From Sesame Street. I see one ringy dingy. I see one ringy. Two ringy dingies. Three ringy dingies. Ha 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 ha. Three ringy dingies. My favorite Dracula ever, though, is still on the cartoon of Pink Panther. There's a little short Dracula, and he'd run behind the Pink Panther, go blah 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 blah
wow. I remember
blah.
that too.
That's hilarious. I mean, the guy was about a foot tall. You know what I mean? Blah blah blah. You know, was the aardvark in the Pink Panther?
Yeah,
Who was it?
I have no clue.
Who did the voice? Yeah, you do. Think about it. Jackie Mason, man. Remember Jackie Mason?
I know who you're talking about now.
Little Jewish comedian. Run
Uh-huh.
behind a Pink Panther, go blah, 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 blah.
I need this tractor. I sure don't need this cart no more. Might help if I had to toggle the right tools. Lease. Return. Yes. Okay.
I should wait a couple seconds for that to get down closer to the bottom. I mean, if not, I'll just be stopping it anyhow. Torquemada, the murderer. Torquemada, the torturer. Torquemada. Let's face it, you can't Torquemada anything.
Hmm.
You don't know who Torquemada is, most people don't. That was a executioner from the Spanish Inquisition. He was the head of the Catholic Church that controlled the Spanish Inquisition. No big deal though. He only killed about, 50 million people.
Wow. 50 million.
When do you think the Spanish Inquisition ended? This'll floor you. What
Probably
year do
long
you
enough.
think that ended?
I'm not good with dates.
1965. 1965, the Spanish Inquisition ended. That's a long time.
Too long.
Hey, Torquemada, Let's face it, you couldn't talk him out of anything. Yay, some more cash crop coming through. Cash crop. Excuse me. If that offended you, don't worry, it'll be around again eventually. I'm trying to give everyone COVID that's listening to me.
Including me.
Right through the headphone set.
Wow.
I got this Star Trek thing. Shipped it right to you.
I appreciate that very much.
You're welcome, sir.
Good thing I had my mask on.
Damn. Foiled again. I would have got away with it too if it wasn't for you pesky kids. Remember that, Scooby-Doo? Everyone ended the same exact way. I would have got away with it too if it wasn't for you pesky kids.
Oh, really?
You didn't know that? That's how every Scooby-Doo ends.
Okay, you moo-moos.
I always thought, you know, that Scooby-Doo was a takeoff to make fun of the Hardy Boys and Nancy Drew.
Alright, now why isn't this picking this up?
How about Frank Sinatra doing Guns N' Roses' Paradise City? Take me down to Paradise City, where the grass is green and the girls are pretty. How they ever paid that guy, I have no idea how he ever got paid. None at all. Why, looking mighty fine there, Sammy, in that bathtub like that. Mm-hmm. How do you think they got that song? Watch out, blue eyes in town. The fish stop moving when it comes in the room. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
'Tis the season to be jolly.
Yeah, no crap, right? Thanks for letting me know. Thanks for letting me know I gotta buy everybody something they really don't want. Thanks. I gotta try to be thoughtful. More capital gains rolling in.
I have another truck here with a trailer somewhere. Just haven't put my fingers on it yet. When I do, I'm gonna have to start parking it where I can find it better. I got a harvester to unload. There we go.
Let's see if I can sell anything this time.
Not it.
Well, I'll be able to sell my soy immediately. That's nice. And that's it.
Where is my truckie? Oh, truckie, where you hiding? Mr. Truck.
Come over here. I watched this movie the other day, and this lady lost her car, reported it to the police, borrowed a friend's car. A week and a half she was looking for, she thought her car was stolen. She parked it around back where she was working and forgot she parked it there.
sad.
The cops found it exactly where she left it. The cops found it. Only I would do something like that, man. I swear, I think they follow me around, man, and make these movies that do idiot things like that.
Hmm.
There's a picture of a little boy in a drugstore drinking fountain soda by Norman Rockwell.
Yeah, I know who you're talking
And there was
about.
a Palms drugstore down the street from where I lived, and I used to go down there and get soda all the time. And my mom swears up and down that it has to be me in that picture by some kind of reasoning. Norman Rockwell was long dead by the time I was doing that, I was sure. You know, that painting
Yeah.
was probably made in the 40s, and I wasn't born until the 60s, and it probably wasn't down there until the 70s, you know? But it looks identical to me, man. Absolutely identical.
Oh, by the way, I like your new profile picture.
Oh, do you? Thanks, man.
Yeah.
I got that from PlayStation Home. That was my avatar on PlayStation Home that I missed terribly, that Sony stole from me. And never gave me community back again. Jackasses. But I got the last laugh. I don't own no PS5, and I ain't going to. I am going to desktop where I can get community. See, you get what you want when you pay for it. Sony never gonna listen to my complaints, man.
Alright.
They don't care. My audience is quiet tonight, man.
So's mine.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, people! Participate!
I got 15 comments so far.
I got 5. I'm spouting it with 5. Man, YouTube's gonna take notice of me. I'm like PewDiePie.
Well, we're just getting warmed up, though. Warmed up.
I'll just go lay by my wife in bed. That'll freeze me over.
Oh, no. You better hope she ain't watching you on YouTube.
If she is, I would already know. If she is.
Bam!
There would be pain, then suffering, followed by some more pain.
And all that would be on flat on his back, looking up.
I would just blame you. I'd send her to your house. Look, I know where Charles lives. This is all his fault. He told me to do it. He said that we would get a lot of viewers if I made fun of you. So I was just following what he told me, ma'am.
Wow.
Might take you a second to get that out there, but it's funny when you do.
Ooh, look at that green dot move across the board.
Helper F is blocked by an object.
If I'm blocked by an object, I'm gonna have to jump out of the truck and see what
I
it
did
is.
Helper F. F, man. You know what? I think I'm just gonna pull this thing back down there because I was pretty sure I can get all of this on this truck this time, or this harvester, or combine is what it actually is.
I do believe I got enough soybean to last me for a little bit. Let's put this a little bit in here. Go fetch me a couple horses.
I forgot they had horses in 19. And you can ride them, and train them,
and train them, and
train and
brush
ride
them,
them.
and feed them.
No, you can't.
Yeah, you can. You
You
put
gotta
oats
pick
in
up
their
their
you
food.
gotta put oats in their trough and hay in their feed trough. And if you have the
Right.
right mixture, you can give them forage.
Horses don't generally eat out of troughs. The
Well,
horses, their hoofs gotta be clean, their legs gotta be wrapped, their food's gotta be cleaned up. They all have their own individual stalls. Horses are a lot of work, man. Horses are a lot of
yes,
work.
they are. My
I used to
dad called
take
them
care
hay
of
burners.
42 head. I used to take care of 42 head when I was training to be a jockey, man. Holy crap, man. I never worked so hard in my life, man. I spent 3 years. Even Christmas you work. There's no such thing as a day off. Horses still have to eat, still have to have their hoofs clean, still have to be brushed, still have to be let out. Stalls still need to be clean. Doesn't matter.
Yep,
Christmas Day. Christmas Day. Well, I gotta
that's
pull this
right.
really small
All
fiddle out of
your
my
animals.
pocket to play for myself.
Every day. You can't miss your animal. You cannot leave your animals go for one day.
Nope.
They got to have water. They got to have food. They got to
They gotta
have
have their
their.
feet cleaned. If you don't clean their hoofs, they get thrush. I mean, it's a lot of work. Horses are a lot of work. If you don't wrap their legs, you know, their legs don't, there's problems. You know, if you wrap them too tight, they bow. You know, I mean, horses are a big, huge pain in the butt. And almost anything kills them. You throw an apple at them, they die. Horses are a lot of work. I'm glad I don't have any horses anymore. Although I've been thinking about punishing myself and buying a couple Belgians.
Belgians?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, the town I'm in doesn't have any giant horses, man. You know, and they really need a couple. They don't know they need a couple, but they do.
How about a couple Percherons?
A what?
Couple Percherons.
I don't think they're gonna be big enough.
You
Shires, maybe.
Yeah, now a Shire is big.
Yeah, Shire and Belgians are both big, usually about 6 foot at the withers. Or 20 hands.
Alright. Well,
Usually about 2,000,
as we
2,500 pounds.
yeah. And what's the other? You got Shire?
Clydesdales are big.
Clydesdale, that's the one I was looking for.
But Clydesdales, you know, I don't really think that, you know,
They're
I
still a
would be
draft
using
horse.
them. Huh?
They're still a draft horse.
Yeah, I know they're still a draft horse, but they're kind of a fancy draft horse, you know what I mean? A Tennessee Walker is still a riding horse, but it's kind of a fancy riding horse, you know?
Yeah.
Belgians are more, and Shires are more in line for doing that kind of work, in my opinion. I mean, don't get me wrong, Clydesdales can handle it, you know, no
Yep, they
problem.
sure can. Look what they have to pull with.
But they're
That
also going
great
to
big
cost you 3
Budweiser,
times as much money.
wagon.
Oh yeah, trust me, it doesn't take 6 of them to pull a Budweiser truck. Maybe one. Maybe one. With a bad leg and a sinus congestion.
Mm.
No, they can pull a tremendous
Please.
amount of weight, man.
Please. Okay. I don't care what color it is. I'm not gonna pay for it. Pay a single penny for the lease either.
I ain't paying a lot for this muffler. Yay, almost 2 fields down.
Alright, I got my horses.
Alright, the load is going to the bakery. The bakery is up there where I thought, and the next harvest is barley. Okey-dokey. Tiny, what's going on, bro? Good thing you came in, man. Charles been bad-mouthing the crap out of you. I've been telling him, stop doing that, man.
Wow.
Man, not much. Just getting this streaming out of the way. Having some fun with Charles.
I'll get you.
He says, it is what it is. Hello. Woohoo! I got my new harvester yet last stream, bro. I've been through 2 fields already in an hour. It's going like twice as fast, man. Yeah, that's what I said, man. Hey, I left you a message. Did you get that message?
I can't hear him.
He's texting.
Oh.
Whoops. A little too far.
Alright. I want to see something here.
Wrong road.
Just 2 pieces,
North
horses.
Cow.
Flip up.
Bum.
Return.
I'll be able to pay back some of my debt here. A little bit.
Alright, where's my tractor? I have a tractor here somewhere with a front end loader on it. There you are.
I don't believe I can sell anything else. Nope. Let's pay back what little bit I can. Uh-oh.
Alright.
That wasn't good. That was different. At least I'm not completely belly up anymore.
I need oats.
Ah. Are you still in the stream, Tiny?
John Rock. How are you?
You're not gonna know until you get 1,000 subs. Then you're gonna get struck out. When I noticed mine, I had 83 claimants against me.
That's good to
And it
hear.
took me over an hour arguing with the guy on the phone that owned the company. That took me over a couple hours to get him on the phone, get his number, figure out, their office was in New York City, and it
Oh,
was a big nightmare, man. It was a big nightmare. But if I had gotten 1,000 subscribers in between here and there, I would have been in a lot of trouble. I would have got a lot of strikes right away. So you don't know about it until you get the subs. Then they lay the claim on you when you get the subs. I'm so sorry to hear that, man. I've never gotten a strike yet. I mean, I'm overdue. Yeah. It's not such a big deal until you get the third one, within that time span, and then it's all over, right? Then it's a big deal.
oh, whoa, 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 whoa. All right, let's take a look at this pen real quick.
Nice.
Hay or hay pellets?
And they
Hay
did that
couple,
without you having 1,000 subs?
straw pellets.
Seems like a waste of time. Yeah. We might have had this conversation before, now that I'm thinking about it, Tiny. I just tell you because, if I don't say something, I'm not really a friend, right? I mean, if I know something that happened to me and I don't tell you that it happened to me, not really a friend. I hear you, man. A lot of people feel the same way. I can't blame you for that either. Well, I think your followers would follow you if you created a new channel. If something bad happened, I think you'd be okay.
All right, got enough
But next year
straw.
when you got 1,000 subs and this comes back to bite you in the butt, don't say I didn't say anything. I hope it never does bite you in the butt, to be honest with you. You have to have my kind of luck for bad stuff to happen to you to begin with. I'm kind of the person that all the bad stuff happens to.
take some
I
hay
don't know why I
pellets.
didn't wash this thing while I was here. Yeah. Tiny, in my life, if it can go wrong, it will. I have learned so many lessons the hard way, man. It's unbelievable. Not as bad as a guy I know down the street, though. There's a guy down the street, lives about 50 miles down the street, and he got, and I can prove this to you. This is, because the guy's kind of famous, but he got 10 years in prison for structuring. You want to know what structuring is? If you pay your electric bill twice a year out of your checkbook, that's structuring, and you can get 10 years in prison for that. How crazy is that? This guy
What?
literally, yeah, that's called structuring. You get 10 years in prison for that. This guy literally got 10 years in prison for this stuff. Yeah, I know, but they wanted him because he kept going on YouTube and telling people how to beat their taxes.
Oh man.
And they finally had enough of that and got him for structuring. Dragged him out of his house at 3 o'clock in the morning, him and his wife. Had him dead naked in the street and his wife in a nightgown. Yep, structuring. That's why you can't mess with the government, though. I mean, we break so many laws, we don't even know they're laws. I hope I'm actually heading south. I gotta harvest some other fields, man, or I'm gonna be belly up come nightfall here.
Alright. We need water for them.
Now watch me be going to a dead end or something. I always get lost on this map, man. I am coming to a dead end. I knew it, man. I did this last time. Alright, let's see where I am again.
Nope, that's not it.
I don't see me blinking anywhere. Oh gosh, should I go out of my way?
I guess I gotta tab through the vehicles here. There we go.
Can't make him flip over. Come on now. Yay, capital gains.
Oh, you can't put water in the food bin.
I'm gonna smoke
You'll
part
put
of
it
a
in the water
cigarette before
trap.
I do this mission. Nah, screw it, I'll just do the mission. It's good to suffer.
There. Horses
Ooh.
watered, fed, bedded. Now all I have to do is start riding. Riding cowboy. I definitely want to change the names of those horses, though.
Call one of them Zipper.
Why?
I don't know. Just sounds like a good name for a horse. Hey,
Uh,
Zipper. Hey, Zipper.
I'm gonna leave that one alone.
Hey. Hey, Zipper. Hey.
Bella! I got Willow and Nevada. That'll work. For now. I need to put some more water in this. I got fruit trees to make sure they got water. We're coming up on 1923. It'll soon be dark.
7:30.
Yeah, according to my
You gotta help these
game
kids,
time.
man. They can't read a regular clock, never mind a military clock.
Whoever came up with the idea of 12 of AM and FM anyways?
AM and PM? You know, I don't know if AM and PM was first or a military clock was first.
If there's 24 hours in a day, that's not going to change it any.
No. But it makes the numbers smaller. You gotta remember that education,
okay,
mass
if that's the
education is
case,
everything.
where did they come up with the star date then? Do we know actually what our star date is? No.
Okay. Our calendar's from Pope Gregory, the Gregorian calendar, but it really hasn't moved. Pope Gregory didn't really move it that much from the Roman calendar from about a couple hundred years or 100 years before Christ. So the calendar hasn't changed that much. I mean, Pope Gregory did do some minor changes, but most of our calendars are from Roman Caesars like Augustus.
I
You know,
know,
like
but
August, Augustus.
I understand that. And I know how they figured out the calendar year, 365 days a year by looking at the stars. I understand that.
Well, the Jewish calendar only has 360 days a year, which will really perplex your mind. You're like, well, one of them has to be wrong, you know? And I don't really know how the Jewish calendar works, though, but I know it's only got 360 days a year. Calendars fluctuate, you know? There is fluctuation in calendars that can be done, you know, and it still works out right. Which you would say, how does 360 years work out right? I don't know. I don't know how that calendar works. But I do know for a fact that it has 360 days in it. Some calendars have 8-day weeks. Did you know that?
I heard a song about that one time.
By the Beatles?
Yep, 8 days a week.
Ask a millennial what BC... Oh, they have no idea. Most people don't even know what AD means, period. They think that it means after death. But then there would be a 0 point before Christ and after death of 33.5 years. AD, I think, actually in Latin means Anno Domino or something like that in Latin, which means at birth. But they don't know that it's a Latin word, not an English word in there. I know it's close to Anno Domino. I mean, I'm not positive that it hit that right because it's been a long time since I was in 7th, 8th grade.
Oh my, yep. Leave this
long time.
water tank behind for a minute. I'm not
Most people
mistaken.
in this country today don't know where the Continental Divide is, don't know how many regions there are in this country, don't know the names of at least half the capitals of the states, and don't know what D.C. means at the end of Washington, D.C.
District of Columbia.
And I've actually talked to 18-year-olds that have never heard of Moses or Noah on this channel before. If you go back on my past streams, you'll find out that what I'm telling you is the truth. Never heard of them. Are you a Christian? Yep. You know what Noah is? Nope. Ever heard of Moses? Nope. Make me scratch my head. And how are you a Christian? Was you born into it?
There's that. I think I'm gonna have to get a side tipper for these bins.
Nice. Man, it's a big field. I'm only a quarter of the way done. But when I go to buy it, it's going to be cheaper. This is a double-ended deal. Here's a good one most people don't know. That's really pretty obvious. Who did Thomas Jefferson in 1804 buy the Louisiana Trade Purchase from? I've actually asked college students this and they don't know. College students, and they don't know the answer to this question. Any idea, Charles?
France?
Yeah, we bought it from France, but who was ruling France then in 1804?
I have no clue.
Yeah, you do. Think about it. I give you another hint.
King Louis?
No, Louis was already dead.
Oh.
Louis XVI and Marie Antoinette was already dead.
Oh, how many Louis are
By
there?
the way, the French Revolution was very much like what's happening in the United States now. It'd be like the socialists going in and cutting off Donald Trump's head and his wife's head. Would be pretty much exactly what happened in France. And a lot of people don't know that France spent $200 million saving the United States in the Civil War. Yeah, it was Napoleon, exactly. France spent $200 million saving the United States from England in war and was a big part of why Louis XVI didn't have any money and lost his head. But they don't tell you that in the history books, but it's true. $200 million back in them days was billions and billions and billions of dollars he spent saving the United States from England. We would never, well, the weird thing is if you actually read the 1781 and the 1783 peace agreement, you would find out that we probably really didn't win the war. But it would have never come to what it did in 1776 because the French was the ones that trapped England in. A lot of people don't know that. France was very good to the United States back in them days.
Oh, look where we got the Statue of Liberty from.
Well, the Statue of Liberty is a thing all by itself. Now, that was actually given to Denmark first. And Denmark didn't want it because it's Ishtar. Now, if you look up old coins and you look up Ishtar, you're going to find out that, yes, the Statue of Liberty is Ishtar and it is goddess worship. You know what I mean? And it has evil content to it. And Denmark didn't want anything to do with the evil content to it, so France then gave it to the United States. It wasn't initially offered to us. But that's a different story all by itself. The Eiffel Tower, that came about because there was a World's Fair. And when they built the Eiffel Tower, that's the last thing standing from the World's Fair. The guy that made the tower used to go there and eat lunch underneath it every day. You know why? Underneath it every day, so he wouldn't have to look at it. Weird, huh? History's strange, man. But you gotta really dig, because a lot of times these history books are lies. Not all the time, but sometimes, because, you know, when you go to a war, one side's war heroes, the other side's war criminals. In other words, like, okay, you know, Goring was a war criminal. But what if Hitler won that war? Then Winston Churchill would have been a war criminal. See what I'm saying?
Yep.
Winston Churchill. So, you know, the winners write the book. So you really have to go back and study on your own and get both sides of the story to get some kind of truth on that. And it's almost impossible. I think it was Napoleon that said, history is nothing but a book of lies. My favorite quote by Winston Churchill, though, is, if you go kick the person in the butt that's responsible for most of your problems, you're not going to sit down for a month.
Oh, man.
That's a good statement, man. Kids today need to learn that lesson. That's the one thing they don't know, man. And yes, I wish I stopped studying a long time ago, but I still never left the library, unfortunately. Man, yes, halfway done. We're getting there. Slowly but surely the wheel of progress is turning. Another saying that I liked a lot too is, Lady Luck is a whore. Well, she is. She ain't always around. She services everybody. Right?
Yep.
Well, there you go. I'm trying to remember the guy's name. Maybe it was Artemis. I'm trying to remember who it was exactly. But there was this great mathematician. And the Romans wanted this mathematician. And he was in Greece. So the Romans attacked Greece to get this mathematician, right?
Yeah.
One of the foot soldiers killed him.
Yeah.
They went to war just for the one thing of getting this one guy, a whole war, just to get captured this one mathematician, and a foot soldier kills him by accident. Well, obviously by accident, you know, he meant to kill him, but unaware of who he's killing, you know? I'm pretty sure it was Artemis, but I'm not 100% positive on that. Here's another one. Socrates was Herodotus' teacher. Herodotus was Plato's teacher. And Herodotus never wrote anything. Now, when they say that they don't trust things that are old and copied over many times, the earliest writings we have from Socrates was 950 years after he died, or is 950 years after he died. So we actually don't have anything Socrates wrote. Nothing. History's messed up, man.
It's getting dark out. Oh no. By the light of the silvery moon.
Yeehaw! Well, I guess Alicia got tired of us, huh? I haven't seen her in 4 or 5 days now.
Let's get rid of this window for a minute.
This is why we need a third person talking with us, so I don't go off on a tangent on history or something.
Well, water.
People have no interest in history, Charles. None. Zero. Zip. Zilch. Yay, I'm almost done with this field.
Let's make sure I got all my trees now. Alright. Okay.
Man, I had a weird thing happen today.
What's that?
Guy says to me yesterday, he says, hey, I'm going to be out of town tonight and tomorrow morning, you know, and no one's going to be able to take care of my dog. Can you take care of, let my dog out? I said, sure, man, I can, let him out tonight and tomorrow morning. No problem, man. 7 o'clock tonight, the guy still wasn't home. You know?
Yeah.
Well, that's more than, one day. Now he's gone over 24 hours. And what, am I supposed to just let the dog out twice in 24 hours? So I go over, I let the dog out again, you know what I mean? No food anymore, so I gave her food and water. No way to get in touch with him. Finally, his roommate shows up. I tell his roommate, call him, make sure that he's okay. So he texts him, because I don't have his number, you know what I mean? He texts him, he texts back. Then he gets home at like 8 o'clock, 8:30. Then doesn't even come by to pick up his key or say thank you. What the hell? Weird, right?
Yeah. I gotta find something to put the manure in those vineyards. Let's take a look here. It's gonna be a pain. But I need to put manure in those bins. This should work.
Oh, I wish this field would just end. Come on, field. I gotta contact Sony and change my email. Remember I told you that somebody was dragging me?
Yeah.
I got on my email today, well, late last night after I was done streaming with y'all.
Right.
I had 189 emails come in. I got email bombed by like 30, 40 different companies all at once. and I don't know how that happened, you know, but that's
Wow.
what was jamming me up, man. I was getting an email like, I mean, that was in like an hour and a half, man. I was getting like 4 or 5, 6 emails like every 5 minutes. Like I was getting an email per minute.
Yeah.
Every minute I was getting an email. I mean, it's just so many that I had to delete. It was insane. It took me almost 3 hours to delete the emails, and then I deleted the account. You know,
Yeah.
screw it. And I got another email account now. I'm gonna call up Sony and move it over to that email account. Just a lot easier, you know.
Right.
You don't think I'm gonna go through that again, do you?
I would. I would hope not.
Yeah, exactly, man. I don't need that many freaking emails a day. I don't even know how it happened. It must have been one of them games that I got from my smartphone off the friggin' Play Store.
Oh, this could probably gonna be my last load of manure to buy. I hope so. I got pigs and cows.
Come on, field. Eesh. It's so close, I can taste it. And it tastes like cinnamon. You know, Charles, we should do a night where we only use phrases from the 70s.
Do what? Yeah, there you
I said
go.
we should do a
I know what.
70s night where that's the only phrases we use is from the 70s. Wow, man, like that's far out. Groovy.
Much better. Oh yeah, there we go. Now we got manure in the vineyards.
Yay, it's gonna pop pretty soon. There we go. 24,000. Yay. Man, that took a while for 24,000. I'm tempted not to do another field. Yeah, I'm not gonna do another field. That took too long. Oh heck, there's another field right there.
Bless me. Alright. I got no workers running at this point. Go to the house.
Fixie. Smoke a cigarette time. Ah, eesh. I'm gonna pull out some hamburger for tomorrow. I bought some of them Hawaiian sweet rolls, but they're hamburger bun size.
Yeah.
That's gonna be good, huh?
Oh man, sounds interesting.
It is, man. Have you used them Hawaiians, the big Hawaiian sweet rolls for hamburgers? They got some that are hamburger size, man. They're freaking good,
Not
man.
quite sure. I know the Hawaiian rolls are
Hey,
pretty
see?
good.
Yeah, they are. But they got them in hamburger bun size, too.
I didn't. I really didn't pay that much attention to that part.
Yeah, they're good. What it actually is it's matzo bread. It's Portuguese. And they'll either call it matzo bread or sweet bread. Come on up here, Russ. What you doing, buddy? What you doing, buddy? Huh? The labs are hanging out in my front yard again. Hey, pals. Hey, pals, you need some food, huh? Hold on, let me go grab them some food. I'll be right back, guys.
All right.
I like my stream, but I like the animals better.
Okay. Hit the sleep button. Well, back up. That's 7:48. Yeah, we'll do 10 hours.
Huh. There it is. All right, man, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Here's another odd thing. You know where the word welcome comes from?
Really not sure on that part. Probably
The
German.
first place you would ever see it is on a doormat. And what it
Yeah.
meant is, if you're well, you can come. So they abbreviated it down to welcome. In other words, telling people, if you're sick, don't knock at my door.
Really?
Yep, that's what it means. Now remember, before penicillin, things were much different.
Oh yeah.
You remember before penicillin, don't you? Well, no,
Uh,
you're just short of being able to remember that, probably. Alive, but a child.
oh, you gotta remember, I was born in 1955.
Yeah, so it was 1954, so it was 1 year before he was born.
And there's Benzie saying, on that
Don't
note,
ask me why I know when penicillin came about, because certainly information I don't need to know unless I'm going to be in a cash cab.
hmm,
You would think that I had a good-looking librarian, but nope. But no. I could teach college-level history. I remember for a while there, guys guys got Alzheimer's now. Last I knew, like a year and a half ago, they might have died by now. They'd probably not, though. Usually they get that probably like 3 or 4 years. But
Right.
he taught me a lot about history. He was fluent in several languages, including Russian. He worked for the CIA. I learned a lot of history from that guy. But I mean, that was the last teacher that I had in history, you know, and that only stopped, you know, a couple years ago, 3 years ago, maybe. But I've been studying history forever, man. Since I was a little kid, I was fascinated with history.
I like history, but not that much.
Oh, I'm fascinated by it, man. I'm stuck on it. I'm hooked like Chuck. You know what I mean? I can't get away from it.
However, on the other hand, science.
I know a little bit about science. Not enough to teach college on it, but I know a little bit about science. Mostly math and science. You know what I mean? I know a lot about physics and stuff like that, you know, which is still science.
Yep.
But not so much about chemistry, which is another form of science.
Chemistry is a whole field by itself.
Right. If I was going to bother with chemistry, the biggest thing to learn about chemistry is learning Latin. If you learn Middle Latin, you'll get the chemistry real easy. Real easy.
If you study horticulture, and that
again, even if you're going to get into horticulture, you should learn Middle Latin. It'll help you so much with horticulture. Yeah, it's all Middle Latin. All of it's Middle Latin. You'll know all the real names of the plants and everything else just because of Middle Latin. I mean, don't get me wrong. A lot of our English words come from Latin, but a lot of them don't. You know. And pretty much after 1750, the English language has been going straight downhill. So the use of English in 1750 was so much superior to the way we use it today. It's insane. Yay, another field getting done. This is going to be my last field, Charles.
Really?
Yeah, I think that I'm going to retire for the night after this one. I'll have 2 hours in, and nobody wants to hear about history, bro. And I'm stuck on it, you know what I mean? I'm a broken record on history now. I'm telling you, nobody's interested in history. Nobody. If they were, I'd be a very wealthy man.
If I were a rich man.
Yeah, no kidding, right? What movie is that from?
Fiddler on the Roof.
Is that from Fiddler on the Roof?
Most definitely.
It's been a long time since I've seen that movie.
I have the complete album of Fiddler on the Roof.
Wow.
So, I know all the songs, not just one. All of them.
But if you get books, like, alright, people don't realize that the Bible had a font change in 1769, the King James Bible did. And that's why the English is so good in it. You know, and Shakespeare was right around the same time, and that's why the English was so premium in it. You know, but even some of Shakespeare went through a font change. Francis Bacon's writings were so good because he was right around that period. You know, and then just from there, it's just been straight downhill. You know, just straight downhill. They call it the golden years of the English language because I mean, the craftsmanship in the English language is so much superior.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the average person's spoke in a level that you would think they were a doctor today, and that was just the average person.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, the command in the English language is way superior than what we have a grasp of. I've challenged college professors that have lost to a test from an 8th grade test from 1890 if they could pass it. College professors can't pass it. I mean, some of them can, you know, but some of them can't. From 1890, 8th grade, to pass 8th grade in 1890, a lot of these college professors would not today. They would fail out. When me and you went to school, you couldn't graduate high school unless you knew calculus. What do you think it is now? You have to know a math to graduate from high school. This is going to slay you. You're going to go, no way. But I'm telling you, what I'm telling you is about, what I'm about to tell you is the truth. What do you think they have to know in math to graduate high school now?
Algebra.
1. Algebra 1. That means they don't even have to know geometry 2.
Wow. There's a lot of things we had to know in order to pass.
We would have graduated high school in the 7th grade in our day. Because we had to take Algebra 1 and Geometry 2 in 7th grade.
I lacked a half a credit in my 11th year of school of graduating. So that should tell you something.
I had to leave school because my parents were in a really bad way when I was growing up, and I had an opportunity to go be a jockey, you know, at 16 years old. So the day I turned 16, I quit school and went to go do that.
Right.
But they put me on a, well, that's a formal education. But the farm that I worked on for 3 years after that, the lady was the Dean of Administrations for Brown University.
Oh, man.
So my education did not stop just because I didn't go to public school.
Right.
I went right to college education, you know? And she worked on everything, man, even how I eat. How I hold my hands when I eat. She'd force me to learn to eat with both hands in case I had to, you know, I had a client that was left-handed. They had them narrow fences, you know, the wooden fences where it just goes from a pole to pole, you know what I mean? It's a board connected to it. I used to have to walk all the way around that quarter-mile track on that for balance. That's how intense this lady was on teaching. I mean, school was a cakewalk compared to what this lady put me through. A cakewalk. A cakewalk.
Okay.
But I had access to anything I wanted to learn.
There you go.
With the dean. With the dean, you know? To Brown University. That's a pretty good deal, man. But she had 42 head of horses, and they used to have to take care of the horses.
Situation? Benji says he wants nothing about it.
Do what?
Yeah. My puppy dog. He's right beside me. He don't leave my side too much.
That's a good thing, right?
Yeah. If I get up, go somewhere, I'm gone too long, he comes looking for me. Alright.
I have no idea where I am.
Very dark.
Where am I? Oh, there's another big field right here. I ought to do this one next time I stream. Matter of fact, there's two of them.
I'm harvesting my last big field. The only big field I got. I've made some roads and stuff on this map.
Yeah, the other
Got
one
my
here, the
animal
guy's
pens all
corn.
in place. I got
I
one
am
sale
not
point.
harvesting
I
corn.
need to place a couple more sale points. Probably place a couple more roads. Half the map is all one big field still.
Really?
Yep.
22 minutes. I think I can do this one before I stop streaming. One more. It'll take me about 10 minutes.
The moon is setting, and the sun should be rising. It's 6:04 in the morning. The sun is about ready to come up. Alright, I need to get on the horse. I'm hearing them. Germany G, how are you doing on this fine morning?
Oh, tell Germany G I got Rocket League. It was free this month. It finally came out of PlayStation Now.
I'm
And it
sure
was
he can hear
available.
you.
Oh, that's true. Probably can, huh?
Yeah, he just brewed a fresh cup of coffee.
Lucky man. I've been dying for a cup of coffee since 10 minutes after I started streaming.
He says, hey, all bad.
Hey, Ollie! He has some fun streams, man. I like watching him. Half the time
Oh,
I
he
watch him,
always
these
does.
streams are already over. I still watch him.
Alright, let's give you a run here for your money. Hey, Sarge, how are you doing on this fine morning? Of course, it would be afternoon, evening for you. I watched your video that you posted earlier. Excellent job. I didn't get to finish watching it, but I will finish watching it. I thought it was about 8 in the evening there. Okay, and it's 2. Yeah, it's still Monday for another about 3 hours or so. 4. Alright, I need to check this horse real quick.
It's gonna be Monday here for another 23 hours for me.
Yeah. But Sarge Kiwi Gamer is in New Zealand.
Ah, Kiwi Land. Which for a long time I thought that's where the kiwi plant, the fruit came from, but apparently it's birds. Apparently, I did not know that. Boy. I kind of feel bad for New Zealand and Australia. They're going to be in a lot of trouble if Trump loses this election. They should all
Why
be
is
holding
that?
hands on the. Oh my gosh, China's harassing the crap out of Australia. Japan's going to be screwed too.
Yeah, Sarge says kiwi fruit and kiwi birds.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Both.
I always just assumed it was the fruit, and then I found out it was the birds.
No,
You know, and
there were birds too. I kind of. It's a big bird.
I don't think so. I mean, I could be wrong. It looked in the book like it wasn't that big.
I'm not gonna say it's ostrich size, but it's still a big bird.
I don't think it's even emu size. It looked to me, I don't know, I mean, it might be a big bird, but I took out from the picture, I thought it was only maybe the size of a pigeon. Maybe a little bigger than a pigeon.
I'm not sure. They're actually the size of a small dog.
Wow, they are big.
And they can't fly. That's a
I didn't know
flightless
that
bird.
either. So they must be married. Because my wife clipped my wings.
That's put, from what I understand, that is a flightless bird. Okay, my horse is at 100%. Now I need to get the other horse out here and do him. I think I'm riding Willow. Let's trot up to the pen.
Yay, almost another field down.
14 to 18 inches in height.
Yeah, it's pretty good size, man.
Yeah.
When I looked in the picture, I thought maybe 8 or 10 inches. I mean, that's a lot bigger than I thought. That's a lot bigger than I thought.
Yeah. And then more than likely they're on the endangered list. Oh, where'd that horse get to? There you are. 2 brushes and clean. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, Charles, you think we got a lot in this country riding on whether or not Trump gets back in? New Zealand, Australia, and Japan have twice as much on the line.
I don't see how Trump's going to get in. He lost the votes.
Yeah, that's what they say. I don't believe that, though. We'll see. We'll know by January 20th, right?
Yep.
More than likely.
When we see the swearing in.
Yep. Oops. Can't take that much.
Let me see. I have to look. Germany.
Where did I put my tractor? There it is.
You have to, yeah, even while riding the horse, that not folded in, you get that circle. If I folded all those soil samplers in, I would not have the circle.
All right. This is where I'm going to end for the night. God bless everyone.
I got about 5 minutes yet.
All right. Well, I'm just going to end my stream. I'll still chat with you. God bless everyone watching my stream. Pay attention to the blue boxes. See y'all next time. What should be the best time? Probably not. You're a moron if you watch me. God bless.
Tiny.
Alright, quick save right here. Germany G!
Well, we'll see when the time comes.
My hand fell asleep. Now I can bite my finger and not even know it.
You know what that's from?
Cutting off the blood circulation?
Yep.
Yay! Another stream accomplished. Number 1374. I don't know. It's somewhere around there though.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
Oh, I was down to 1100 after I took off all the old Skyrim ones with the decapitations and all my San Andreas ones and GTA ones. You know, because of the age restriction thing.
Right.
And it's still, I was at 1200 and I've been streaming ever since then. So I have no idea how many I have now. It's a lot, I know that. I get like one new subscriber for like every 5 streams I make.
I was watching one of your videos. I can't remember if it was yesterday or today. Hello, Nicholson. How are you doing today? Was watching one of your videos from 2 years ago. You was learning how to farm on Farming Simulator 19. Man,
Oh,
that was amazing.
I
I
was
had
probably
to
aggravated,
laugh.
man.
Couldn't find no missions, couldn't do this, couldn't do that, knowing full well
Oh, that
that
was
they
the first
changed
day it
it.
came out.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah,
talking
the
about.
first day.
I I had a good laugh on that video. I really did.
I got that buggy and I couldn't keep the damn thing on the road. It was all over the place.
Yeah.
Man, that was one aggravating stream. It was so different than 19 was, than 17 was. I hated it right off the bat, man. It took me about 2 seconds to hate that game. Then I started liking it a little bit, but not as much. Still never caught up to liking it as much as 17. Whoa. Oh, the dogs ate and left. How nice, right? If I don't feed them, they stay out there all night, but if I feed them, they take off on me.
Really?
Bastards. Oh, thanks for the chow. See ya.
I gotta see where I'm at on this horse. Alright, got them both at 100%. Let's trot right around the corner here. Alright, I'm at the 2 hour mark. I'd like to thank everybody for coming in tonight. Kevin Myers, we had Ronnie Johannesson, Germany G, Mouse 2222, John Brock, and of course, Sarge Kiwi Gamer. If you haven't subscribed to any of these people, you should. If you're new to this channel,
Because we don't know why
especially
the hell you're watching us.
and Nicholson Farms, he has a real farm.
God bless everyone.
Have a great night. And at this note, I'm going to say it again. Auf Wiedersehen.
You clear?
Hold on.